Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick, and Jordan.
Hey, big.
This week we're going to be taking a look at Planet Her, the Deluxe edition by Doja Cat, released in 2021, and it was picked by me, Jamie, again. I don't know why I said that twice.
Haven't you?
I literally just said it. Well, no, I wrote it because I was like, we've been away for a while, but not that long.
We were back last week.
Okay. Oh well. Oh wait, no, I do say my name before that.
Okay,
weird.
go.
Never mind. But so I chose this album for us. One, we're not in a second season, but we're in a second era of the podcast, and we looking at, just our artists in the past. We just need more women in general. But I mean, that's not really why I chose this. I really chose this because this album is great and I really enjoy it, and I've been listening to it a lot since it came out. I was really hyped for it. I felt like it delivered on the hype. And I don't know. I don't think it's slept on. I just think it's not getting as appreciated as it should by more people. So I just kind of wanted to hear other people's thoughts on it. I still bet my rating is going to be multiple points higher than either of y'all's.
I do too.
But I give it a 10.
Literally,
you're wrong.
Give it a 12.5. So
mathematically impossible.
There you go. Now we don't have to do the episode. That's the rating right there.
Yes, thanks for listening.
But because when I said that we were gonna I was probably gonna choose this sometime. I literally had a friend of mine laugh. One of our friends just laughed when I said it. We were playing Warzone. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna do Planet Her." Gonzo, Dylan's freshman year roommate. I don't know if you.
Gonzo Taco eat tequila.
No, but that is a pretty good restaurant in Raleigh.
It's a fine restaurant.
It's damn expensive, bro.
I actually haven't been there, so.
You just said it was good.
Well, everybody says it's good, and then you guys kind of shit on it. So I was like, okay, yeah, never mind. I don't have to pretend. I just derailed myself, but yeah, he laughed whenever I said it. I was like, do people think of this as a meme album? Because okay, how much Doja Cat, apart from Bitch I'm a Cow, had you guys listened to in the past? Zero? Other than when Say So blew the fuck up and was everywhere.
Well, what about? Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 0.
Was
Nick, what about you?
Did she have that song Blueberry Faygo, or was that someone else?
What? Are you serious? I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, dude, he's fucking capping, bro.
No, I don't think he is. Are you?
Yeah, totally capping. Haha. Yeah.
No, Jamie, he's actually
serious?
He actually was being serious.
I really
dude.
thought that was a fucking joke.
No, Lil Mosey did Blueberry Faygo.
See, I have a great blend of deadpan and just being stupid. So you never know.
You said Mr. Mosby did Blueberry Faygo?
Lil Mosey.
Mr. Mosby on the Prindle doing that Blueberry Faygo.
Mr. Mosby on the track.
Phil Lewis?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Phil Lewis on Twitter. He's not real Phil Lewis.
Sipping on that Blueberry Faygo, running someone over in his car. You know the drill. But yeah, so Say So was my 14th most listened to song of 2020. I love that song. That song still hit, absolute hit.
Didn't even know it.
Dude, what a banger. But yeah, so that's where I got into Doja. And then I really like that whole album. Hot Pink, very good album. Her first one, it's got some good ones on it. But Hot Pink is great. There's a lot of great songs on there. And so I was very excited whenever, this shit was getting announced. And then, not to get into it a little prematurely, but Kiss Me More, that's one of the, in my recent memory, that song did it was one of the best lead singles to do its job, because I heard that song and I was like, I can't wait for the rest of this album.
Yeah.
Like it definitely did what, you know, because once upon a time when lead singles weren't just digital things, it was literally like, hey, here's an LP, here's an A-side, B-side, buy our literal vinyl album because that's how we make a living as a band.
Yeah.
And I mean, so that's kind of the history of what singles are. I wonder how many people know that, and how many just super younger people who've only ever grown up in digital music, like, do they realize the purpose in singles?
Sorry,
I don't. Wait, say that again?
Sorry, all I know is tap phone and music come out.
So like a lead single, historically what it was is you would, before an album is done, you would choose, you know, you would get your raw recordings and then you would choose like 2 or 3 that you think are gonna get people excited for the album because, you know, before like streaming licenses and everything was really big, it was like that's how most of a band's money came from, that, and then the label took a large portion, so that's why they had to tour so much. But yeah, so that's where like singles come from, is kind of that, and then they would put either as a B-side you would do either like an older song you had that people like, or just like something newer that you don't think is going to be like as big of a hit, or if you just want to do a weird one-off song, that's where you would throw it on there. And that's where you hear the term B-side. Like A-side would be the leading single or whatever, and then B-side would just be like not shittier, but like not as big of a hit. You just kind of throw it out there because you want to make the song. Yeah. So that's a short rundown of what lead singles historically are. But now it just kind of, I mean, it still gets people hype, I guess, but I feel like I've listened to a lot of lead singles for albums, and they just never check back to hear the rest of albums.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can't, off the top of my head, I don't think I can think of any. But if I were to look through a list of all the ones I've listened to, probably there's a decent size number that like I've heard this song, or I'll hear a song and then never check out the artist or the album. I'll like the song and then like I won't even realize it's a single for an album. I'll just be like, oh, I like the song.
Yeah,
it's harder to. I just think it's harder to keep track of now. I mean, one, because of all the music, but also just the platform. It's easy to lose stuff in the crowd. But this song, back to what I was originally saying, this song for me though, I heard this and then I was like, okay, whatever album she puts out next, if it's like more of this, then I'm very excited for that. And I feel like she, for me personally, I think she followed through with that. Like, it wasn't like, you know, I listened to the lead single and then heard the album and said, wow, the best song was that single. Sorry, Glass Animals. Dreamland was a 10 out of 10, but Heat Waves, best song on there.
Heat Wave. Wasn't that a single, though?
It was one of the singles. It wasn't the lead one, but it was.
Tokyo Drifting was the lead one, right?
I think it was, but. And, like, conceptually it fits into the album, but I heard about that song well before I even knew that it was a lead single. That was one of the ones where I thought it was just. Because they've got a couple songs like that. They've got one with Joey Badass, where it's just a song they make and put out. And I thought it was like that. And then it wasn't until literally Dreamland, the album, came out. I saw it was in the track list and I was like, oh. I mean, it was literally like, I think a year and a half before the actual album came out. I
mean, yeah. Well, okay, sometimes they release singles and then if they do well enough, they put them on the album just as like this one's going to be on the album.
Right, and so that one, I mean, like thematically it fits in with the rest of Dreamland, but I'm not sure if that was like what you were saying where it did so well that they put it on the album, or if like it took them a year and a half to finish the album. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like John Mayer with his 3 songs from like 2 years ago that are on his new album. I was disappointed by that. I was not by the album as a whole. The album as a whole is like pretty good. I came off.
You came off strong on it. You came off swinging. The second you walked through the door when we went to the cabin in Nashville, you said, "What do you think of the new album?" I don't like it. And me and David were like, whoa. Give it time.
I've simmered down a bit, and I haven't like re-listened to it, but I just realized like it's pretty good. I heard Why You No Love Me, and I was like, okay, this is. Then it was the straw that broke the camel's back, because I was already like, okay, 3 of these songs I heard a year and a half ago. Like, what how did you just make like 5 songs and you were like, oh, I could probably make an album out of this. But I've mellowed down. I think I was just hyped to hang out with the fellas for the weekend, and I was channeling my energy in an angry way.
You did come with a lot of energy.
you came off hot for the album. But so I don't even know how we got started down this. But yeah, so back to the album, I guess. The album at hand, necessarily. I appreciated. I feel like there was a lot of sonic growth if you look at this compared to Hot Pink, and I never remember her first one. I don't think it's self-titled, but it might be.
She has an EP called Freak.
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
It's called Amala.
Amala, yes. So it's self-titled, but not by her stage name, by her actual name.
Real name, yeah.
Interesting.
I was surprised by her real name.
Yeah, Amala.
Harris.
It's Amala Ratna Zandile Dlamini.
Interesting.
She, her dad is South African and her mom is Jewish American, is what Wikipedia said.
I feel like that would make a very interesting name.
Yeah. So I've been watching Dave, the Lil Dicky show.
Oh,
and
interesting.
She was in the second newest episode of it. She's in
what?
She's in like half of it. Like usually rappers and stars make like cameos in the show.
Dude,
but she was
think one of my favorite is the Macklemore.
Yeah, yeah.
That shit is so funny.
That was really good
from season 1. Holy shit!
But
I haven't even seen it.
It's Macklemore. What?
She matches with.
I haven't seen any of Dave. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. It's pretty good.
You should see it.
Yeah, she matches with Lil Dicky on. They don't say what dating app. It's probably Raya, which is like a dating app for celebrities.
Isn't that like the celebrity or upper echelon people in like LA and shit?
Yeah. But
imagine that. Designer dating apps.
Yeah. But they match and they're like texting throughout the episode and stuff. It's pretty good. And he meets his parents in the episode and he tells them that she's Jewish, and I was like, whoa, is she really Jewish? And then I looked it up and she actually is Jewish by heritage.
Oh, dang.
Interesting. But I was just there was a lot of sonic growth. Like I feel like on those albums, if you listen to them, they're good. I mean, there's a lot of good songs on them, but it does suffer from that thing we've talked about where it kind of blends together. But I feel like this one, most songs in my mind have like a distinct sound. So I thought that was cool. I interpreted that as either growth personally, if she has a hand in making it, or just like diversifying, sourcing, the beats and sounds for different songs. I'm not sure her process, but I liked like the Weeknd-esque qualities of the album.
Yeah, she did just have The Weeknd on there.
The Weeknd is on there, yeah, and he's on one of my favorite songs on the album. I really like the extended cut. I like the regular album cut, but I also like having her final verse added back onto it. But yeah, because I mean, it's weird to say that it's a sexually charged album. That's probably a nice way of saying it. Which isn't saying that like there's not those, but I feel like in the genre, typically that's typically you don't hear it as much. You hear it more in the style of like Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B. Nothing wrong with that. You do you, all about empowerment.
Or Lotto.
Whatever. What?
Or Lotto.
Gelato?
Lotto.
Not familiar.
No idea.
Her name had a moo in front of it first, but then apparently that was a slur. So
it is.
Okay. Yeah.
She changed it. You never heard of Lotto?
I have now. Well, I said that wrong. I have heard of her previous name. I didn't know she changed her name.
Oh yeah.
Never heard of her.
She's on. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But so that part of the genre exists, which go off. All about it. Not my personal taste, but I also don't listen to like male versions of the same type of music. But I feel like this took the more approach of like a female Weeknd sound, if that makes sense. Which I appreciate because I'm a big fan of the Weeknd. I like that kind of stuff.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I enjoyed being on here. The Weeknd. Dude, what great Twitter account. That's a really great one.
I used to retweet it every week. Don't do
you
it.
Did
You did.
I think that ends my general notes. But yeah, so that was just kind of my general thoughts on the album. I really liked it. What did you guys feel after? I guess I want to know. Did you guys think it was a meme when I chose it? And did you come away liking the album?
Did I think it was a meme when you chose it?
Yeah, like Nick laughed when I said it last week, but he was also reeling from his OK Go blow. So
no, the reason I might have laughed to mess with you. I don't remember exactly why I laughed, but it wasn't at the quality of the album. It was either to mess with you, or I was laughing because I was like, oh, like we're like a. Was it an exaggerated laugh? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay, because if it was like a little chuckle, it was just like, oh, like we're finally doing this album because I know Jamie likes it so much. Like an acknowledgement of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't like, ha ha, shitty Doja Cat music, like because the album isn't just like. It's not that bad. It wasn't my favorite, but like it was definitely put together well, and I had a good impression of it. I had listened to it once before when playing like Zombies with you, I think. So
yeah, and it was right after we gave you a death blow on your OK Go album, so I wasn't sure what your headspace was, where you said you were going to give whatever album it was a 0 the next week.
I forgot I was popping off last week. Apparently,
dude, that shit was so.
Apparently, I was
listening
angry.
back, dude, it was so funny. I was like, I think, like, listening back, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Nick is legitimately kind of mad.
I don't think I was. If I was, I'm not anymore. So,
what were you expecting going into this album? Had you heard it yet?
No. I know I liked Doja Cat's popular stuff, but I didn't listen to her that much.
Cyber Sex?
No, what? Is that a popular song?
That's off Hot Pink.
Oh.
I think it's decently popular.
Well, then I don't even listen to the popular songs. I listen to the mega popular songs off of
Say So and Juicy.
Yes, which one of my ex-girlfriends actually liked Doja Cat's like "Bitch I'm a Cow" song before she even came out with Hot Pink. She was very, and she even liked Melanie Martinez, if you guys know who that is. Like
I do.
Way before, like 2 years before she ever made like a TikTok blow up song, you know?
Bro, that's the Voice woman, right? She was on The Voice.
I don't know.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, was she?
Her audition where she covered, I think she covered Toxic or something. Great. Whatever song she covered, I can't remember. I think it was Toxic. Better than the original.
Toxic. Oh, better than Britney Spears, my guy. That's bold.
It's pretty good.
Bold,
it's pretty good.
Anyways, free Britney. But yeah, I was expecting to just kind of be, like some of the songs maybe, but then as I've just been before, maybe not like a lot of the other ones, but know that I probably won't listen to the other ones as much afterwards.
I got you. How do you feel coming away from it?
It was pretty decent. She had a couple songs that I feel like were not like in a bad way, but mimicking other people's style as well, which is kind of fun to do. Like
I think so.
Like
Jordan has beef.
What was it? Get Into It. Yeah, sounded a lot like Playboy Cardi, or she was trying to do like the high pitched like voice where she's like, you know that one. Get Into It sounded a lot like She was trying to be like, well, not like him, but she's trying to do the fast high pitched voice.
Right.
It just reminded me of Playboy Cardi's type.
Pop out of the truck. Get into it, yeah. I love the beat in that song. I think it's just, that's one where like I don't have any like lyrics specifically I like on it. I just think it's fun to listen to.
Yeah,
you know?
I would say it's like the worst one. I kind of liked it too.
Well, I guess we can start getting into more specifics on it. Bro, first off, like starting. Okay, so the album's called Planet Her, so it's like I guess her take on kind of the experience of what it is to be a woman going through whatever walk of life. And so starting off the album fittingly with the song Woman just makes sense. But also, like, I really like starting off the album with this one because I really like this song. And I think it helped to, like, just hook me in to the album. But that, like, I love the, like, island-ish sound of it because it's not quite like an island sound, but there is, like, you know, a calypso-y kind of rhythm and sound to the instrumentation of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, and the whole song, like, I really like it. You know, he's just it starts off, you know, kind of grooving a little bit, but then I love the sound of the section right after she makes that Mean Girls reference, and the layering. There's really good. I didn't catch it until like my last 2 or 3 listens to it using different headphones, but there's really good layering where she says "divine feminine, I'm feminine, why?" Like, just out of nowhere, suddenly there's like 5 or 6 like layered voices to it, and it's really good.
Hell of these niggas dream, girl. They wanna pit us against each other when we succeed, and for no reasons. They wanna see us end up like we were Gina or Mean Girl. Princess or queen, tomboy or king. You've heard a lot you've never seen. Mother Earth, Mother Mary, rise to the top. Divine feminine, I'm feminine. Let me be.
But I think that also kind of helps, you know, add to the idea of this not being a singular experience, but kind of relating to a broader group's experience. You know, layering it in makes it seem like more than one people are saying it. Don't know if that was the goal or if he just thought it sounded cool to finish up the verse. But I just really like that section every time. I like the rhythm. I don't know. It's good.
It was one of my. It wasn't one of my favorites, I don't think, but it was one of the ones that I liked a lot. And like you said, it kind of pulls you in with the whole island-ish beat. It was it. Like, if I wasn't super familiar with Doja Cat, which I wasn't super familiar with her, and I just kind of found this album, and I was like, I'll listen to this. That song definitely would have kept me listening to more songs on the album. Yeah.
And in this song, I also found out she does something a little bit like Nicki Minaj does, where she has, like, this singing voice, but she can also do this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like that up and down, like... You know what I'm talking about? Where they, like, just get really into... They're not even singing. They're just, like, talking with, like, a lot of emphasis on every word they say.
Enunciating?
Like powerful enunciation.
Yeah. Kind of like that. It's kind of towards...
I know what you
mean. In the song, it was, like, towards the, like, 3/4 way through-ish is where I heard it. Maybe a little bit further through that, too.
I gotcha. Yeah. I mean, she does a lot of, like, good... You're right. It's kind of mimicry, but also, I don't know, just incorporation of different styles that are trademarks of other people.
Yeah.
I guess that's still mimicry. But it's good sprinkled throughout. Like, it's not... I don't think it's too much, you know?
Yeah. No, I don't think it's too much either.
Yeah. But, and so I guess me moving on in my notes, kind of what I was talking about where I really like the musical... just overall of the album. I think it's done very well. That the first thing where I really wrote down something with it was in I think it's the next track, but Naked, where that bass comes in right at the end of the intro and start of the first verse. It just hits really hard right there, and I really dig that.
Baby, you're so anxious. Can you take it? Can you take yourself and get naked? Can you take yourself and get naked? Can you take yourself and get naked? I don't think about anybody but being beside you.
And then like her delivery of the second verse, where she starts to rap more on it. You know, when I was talking to my cousin, like right when it first came out, she said that one of her like major downsides for the album is she kind of wished she had rapped more on it, and that's actually that's one low point that I would agree with.
Yeah,
like I actually really like when she raps on the album, and I kind of wish, I don't know, like I think that the non-rap sections definitely fit with the album and the overall structure of what it was going for. But it would also, I mean, I like hearing her rap, so I think she has some pretty interesting flows, and I would have been more interested in seeing more of that. But I really liked it in the second verse of Naked is really good.
Follow me to my dressing room. Let me know if you ain't about that NSFW. Now it's safe to finish what we started. First impression of you is you really like the party. Spoiling all up on you cause you know I wanna dance. Let me cordially invite you to this party in my pants. How you got me sprung in those...
Also, I assume that she writes her lyrics. And she's got pretty funny lyricism. She makes, like, throughout her discography, there's, like, you know, references to Pokemon and other shit. But, like, what a better way to nod, like, to being bi than saying... what's it? It talks about like being naked in front of a window and then saying, "I don't care who sees. I like bananas and peaches," or something like that. And I was like, "That's pretty fucking funny." Yeah. Also, what'd she say? She said, "You're cordially invited to this party in my pants."
Oh,
Yeah.
What a funny and like incredibly charged line.
yeah.
Just dropping cordially.
Just casually dropping the...
album. Don't hear it too much.
Come party in my pants. Give me the address, man.
I don't know when the last time I heard party in my pants was.
Yeah, that's a little outdated,
but that song was followed up by the only track on the album that's like a skip for me. I really don't like Payday. That's like
I thought you said you sent it in our song recommendations.
I know. I think I said that and said, "Yo, anyone, or does this remind anyone else of 100 Gex?"
Oh, so you don't like 100 Gex now, huh?
Bro,
No, that's like
okay.
that's 100% dig.
So you wait, what?
That's a dig. I don't like 100 Gex.
Oh, okay.
Wow, dude.
And it's really only the chorus on the song. But it just reminds me of like the most annoying part of Thunder by Imagine Dragons, or like most
Incorrect.
stuff I've heard by 100 Gex. I'm like, hard pass.
Thunder is ass. 100 Gex is alright.
I was about to say,
Payday.
I don't see...
Payday was one of my favorite songs on the album, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I was about to say...
Well, you just said 100 Gex isn't that bad.
I also
Yes.
like Payday a lot, too.
Fundamentally, we don't agree
This
on
is
that,
not...
on that point.
This does
Very
not
true.
sound like Imagine Dragons, though. I don't see where you're seeing that.
No,
but-
not Imagine, specifically on Thunder, whereas...
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't see that.
I mean, it's not that drastic. That's why I said it reminds anyone of, because it's not like this sounds like it, but it sounds too much like it for me.
I think Young
don't know.
Young Thug's voice sounds really good in this too.
Just someone singing in a technically altered falsetto, and Jamie's like, "No, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't hear
it's-
this."
I mean, I gave it its
Sounds
fair
like
shot.
every
my
song
first-
I've ever
my-
heard ever.
My first 7 listens through the album, I gave it its chance, and then it never captured me.
Okay.
It never grew on me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm not even that much of a Young Thug fan, but I do really like his verse on this song. Too.
Yeah, me too.
I like his feature on
Payday by Doja Cat.
No, I thought he was fine in that song. No, Lil Nas S's like breakout, Old Town Road.
Oh, the remix.
Young Thug
Can't
remix.
remember.
Yeah, with the fucking green horse,
The
because
green
I didn't
horse,
know
yeah.
about the lore of Young Thug until Zach explained it to me why the horse
Slime
was
horse?
green, and that meant it was Young Thug.
Yeah, I also already knew that as well. Sorry, Jamie.
I see. I had no idea.
Because he's slime, right? He's
He's the slime guy.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think Slime's
Slime's easy.
adapted
Oh,
a
my
lot,
Slimes.
but Young Thug used a lot of
Yeah.
green imagery and just a lot of things he did before that too. So
And so for the fucking Old Town Road remix with Young Thug, they made one of the horses fucking like bright ass green on the cover.
Yeah.
Which was so.
I was
funny.
like, that's definitely somebody's trademark, and I was like, oh, that's Young Thug's. I forgot.
But yeah, I mean, I really didn't like Payday though. It's like the one song on the album where I gave it its fair chance. I listened to it a few more times in preparation for this album, and it still just doesn't capture me at all. It turns me away.
Interesting.
SMH.
But
I'm disappointed.
yeah, then get into it. We are talking about that. But then Need to Know. I think it was the second It was the second single, right? It was like Kiss Me More, Need to Know, and
I'm honestly gonna know. I didn't hear anything except Kiss
I
Me
got
More.
no idea.
I think Alone was. I know Alone wasn't it. Maybe it was you.
I didn't
don't
know. I didn't know "Kiss Me More" was an actual single for the album at first. I just thought it was kind of like a one-off, like collab
I think
thing.
at the time I didn't, but then whenever I got the headline like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, where it was like, "Oh hey, Doja's got a new album and this song's gonna be on it," that's when I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah,
Because at first it was just like, "Yo, anybody heard the song? It's good," and also everyone in the music video is very attractive.
it's true.
I think that's what most people saw it for. They were like, "Yo, everyone looks hot in this video," so everyone's like, "Okay, I'll watch it."
Yeah.
I remember we all watched it together. And like,
did.
doesn't the guy come up first? And we were like, "Damn, he's
Yeah,
good
the guy
looking."
comes up and he's like ripped and like some model guy
Yeah.
on a boat as an astronaut, and then it's Doja, and you're like, okay, yes, also a baddie.
Yes.
And then SZA comes up and you're like, okay, also.
Oh my God.
And then it's just and then at the end there's that weird scene where they're like it's a bunch of model dudes in like Matrix tubes, and they're just like floating or some shit.
I don't remember.
It's
That.
weird. The ending of that video is super weird. It's like
It's very meta.
it's bizarre. It is.
Society.
But anyways, I need to know. I really like the synth of that one.
Yeah, wanna know what it's like. Baby, show me what it's like. I don't really got no tights. I just wanna fuck all night. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, I need to know. I just been fantasizing, and we got a lot of time.
There's some good synth on this album, and the synth is like the backbeat of Need to Know, contrasted with that like the just unapologetic 808 throughout it. I think I really like it. Also, what an interesting song to drop a fucking Chuck E. Cheese reference in.
What was the Chuck E. Cheese reference?
Oh, hang on, I gotta pull it up because it is. So the whole song is like she's talking to a guy saying, "I need to know if the sex is good," pretty much. And the line word for word is, "I just be wondering if you can fuck on me better, itching for me like an ugly sweater, need it in me like a Chucky knee cheddar."
I just be wondering if you can fuck with me better, itching for me like an ugly sweater, need it in me like a chucking each other. I need to know, wanna know what it's like.
I need to know, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, when
I think
I
it's-
heard that, I was
yeah,
it
It's the
made me
ending
kind
to
of
the first verse.
double take a little.
Turned
bit.
on?
No, I actually don't get
Oh.
turned on when I hear Chuck E. Cheese
That's
in a sexual metaphor.
That's a little sus,
That is
Jamie.
good.
That's a little sus.
No, I was saying Nick did it. Nick is sus.
Oh, Nick.
I
said I'm
finishing
not
a
turned
Did
sentence
Nick
on.
for it.
vent? Did Nick vent?
Guys,
Among
I'm
Us.
missing.
Oh gosh.
Guys, the imposter's watching YouTube videos in my bed.
Okay, buddy. We can show up the imposter.
Thanks for listening this week, guys.
Okay, so I didn't realize until like probably like the 6th or 7th time listening to the album that it's Ariana on "I Don't Do Drugs." Grande.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't listen to it that closely, I guess, because it's very obvious and very apparent. And I don't listen to her personal music. Like, what was it? 8 Rings, 7 Rings. What was it?
7 Rings.
Yeah, I never listened to that.
Wow.
Except,
Can you believe this guy,
except
Jordan?
"Dangerous Woman" by Ariana Grande. That song is incredible. That's a great song. But that's the only song I ever listened to by her.
You're missing out, dude. Fantano gave it a yellow flannel, bro.
He did. That's actually
That's the good one, right? That's his good
yeah,
flannel.
That's actually what made me check out the album, unironically. And
And then you
I
liked
don't
it? Or didn't like it.
yeah, and I actually did like a lot of it. And I haven't checked out much of her other stuff.
Didn't she get a tattoo that was supposed to say 7 rings in Japanese, but it says like "tiny barbecue" or something instead?
I saw that on Twitter.
I feel like she's rich
It's
enough
been
to
a
where that
while.
wouldn't happen, though. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how real that is, but if it's real, that is so fucking funny. But anyways, so I don't listen to her regular music, but I really like her the harmony she does on the choruses.
Uh huh.
Got me fucked up, got me unstuck, chasing that rush, had to give in, couldn't give up.
because Doja, I mean, she sings in like that low, like a lower register. It's been a long time since I've been in like theoretical music classes. I don't remember
Theoretical music class.
where she would fall in it, but she's on like the lower part, and then she's not that low. But then it really fit really well with Ariana's harmony on top of it in the choruses. I really like that. That was probably the high point of that song for me. I said like I was going to continue. I didn't have anywhere to continue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my bad. I gotta stop doing that. I realized I've been doing that more recently.
That reminded me I need to watch Fantana's review of the new Pop Smoke album just for the lulz.
Did he review it?
Yeah, he did.
Poppiest, smokiest?
He reviewed it. I looked it up. He reviewed it like a week ago, which is about when it came out, like 2 weeks ago. So.
About a week ago.
I didn't see Bobby Shmurda, sadly, but... Wait, why? He did... Wait, what?
Well, maybe, like, I don't know, like, he really filters through a lot of stuff that he reviews.
Yeah.
And I think he gave the last Pop Smoke album, like, an okay review.
Yeah.
But nothing crazy. I don't know. Maybe he was just excited about it to see, like...
It's like a posthumous album, too, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
Post-hummus album?
Posthumous.
After you eat the hummus?
After you eat the hummus, you make the album.
Hell yeah. Can I get it? Oh, yeah.
Yo, what the hummus doing?
We should...
Mike smelling garlicky as fuck.
we should all learn instruments and then make a post-hummus album.
I really want to learn how to play piano. But anyways, okay.
I would want to play piano, too. So I was just going to say, I liked Love to Dream, the song right after I Don't Do Drugs. I thought that album was good contrast with the rest of the album, both I guess up into it and then a little more after it, but more specifically the songs like leading up to it. It kind of, you go from I Don't Do Drugs to then like the start of Love to Dream is this weird, like, I guess for lack of a better word, like dreamy sounding song.
Yeah.
It's just like it feels like super flowy and light. Which compared to the other songs so far, I think it's pretty interesting contrast. That song was other than that, I thought the song was fine. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was pretty neutral. That one, I Don't Do Drugs. Kind of neutral about those. But I liked the variety compared to everything else on the album.
Yep. I really liked it. It was a little more like slower tempo, kind of like had a cosmic, like relaxed feel to it. It was
that's true.
I feel like that song almost embodies the cover art the best.
Mm-hmm. And any of the promo imagery she made for it.
I'll say I agree
I don't
with
think
that.
I've seen the promo imagery.
I haven't seen the promo imagery.
It's all along the same lines.
Makes sense. But yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot.
I'm not a gummy bear.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear.
Oh God!
Gummy bear.
Flashbacks.
Oh, I'm a moving,
fucking
grooving,
flashbacks.
shooting, gummy bear.
We're gonna get a copyright strike. Everybody, be quiet.
For the Gummy Bear song? Oh no!
The Gummy Bear song.
Oh wait.
Bro,
What?
What?
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Bro.
Disgusting.
So moving into one of my you mentioned you liked that one. That was one of your top, or one of the ones you liked, Nick. One of my favorites on the album, as I alluded to.
Don't say you're right. Don't say you're right.
Wait, I mean, it's you right. I mean,
No.
It's not surprising. But I really fuck with this song. Like the sound is like, I don't know. I wrote down cyber dystopia. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else.
They
But
play
it's
this
like
shit in Fahrenheit 451
Shut up, dude.
in 1984.
Brave New World, bro.
I've never seen it, but I would have imagined more like.
What do you mean
like
seen it?
Cyber dystopia, like, you know.
No one's seen the miniseries. That shit looks
What
like ass. The Fahrenheit 451 miniseries.
Oh wait,
It does
is
look
it
bad.
is it
Yeah.
is it good, Nick?
Book was pretty good, but the series, I never checked it out.
Fun fact:
That was a good book.
the end of the book, a bomb falls on the city.
Whoa, spoiler, dude. Whoa.
You didn't say
No, it's a
spoiler,
fun
dude.
fact, not a spoiler. Okay, edit in like a spoiler warning, Jamie. Okay.
Bro, I remember the woman getting hit by a Volkswagen Bug going like 300 miles an hour on the highway or some shit.
Yeah,
There were some fucked up parts in that book, man.
Anyway, what was the fun fact?
that book's wild. The fun fact is, the bomb that gets dropped on the city at the end of the book. I didn't remember that because the first time that's a lot of dryer lint. Oh
She
my
said
God.
she just brushed him.
Oh God, that's Leo's hair.
You're blowing hair everywhere. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Podcast
Blowing hair.
listeners, Jamie's famous fiance Victoria was showing us hair from
Bro,
their dog that she just brushed.
Leo's shedding like a bitch, and she just brushed him
Oof.
the first time in like a little bit. And,
Since we showered him like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, something like that, like 2 or 3 weeks, and he's fucking. You're blowing hair if you're wearing here. I got the ceiling fan on. Can I get the bottle opener?
Disgusting.
Oh, I brought it in here. Maybe I shouldn't drink this one. Holy shit.
Oh, there's a bomb that falls on the city at the end of the book. The first time I read the book, when I was like 14, I was spaced out at the end of the book, and I didn't remember it. And then we read it again junior year of high school, and I was like, wait, there's like a nuke that goes off in this book, and I didn't remember that.
I was gonna say that
I don't
too.
remember
I
that
feel
either.
like the way it's written. No,
Yes.
see the way it's because I did my dad. So he used to have me do like reading books in the summer as a kid to like get like video game privileges or whatever. And one of the ones he had that he had
Your
me read,
dad's lame.
one of them was Fahrenheit 451, and I had the same thing where I read it in like 7th grade. And the way that it's written, I feel like you have to understand enough to interpret it properly. But it definitely didn't resonate, or it didn't connect the dots to me until like we read it later again, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, that kind of makes more sense.
Yeah. I actually want to put in I want to retract my previous statement. Jamie's dad is super cool. Actually,
Bro,
oh my
you're
God.
so stupid.
Jamie's so dumb. Jamie's
Dude,
dad is very cool.
We literally
I'm
were
going to
just...
retract that.
Jeez.
We also just watched Jamie overfill his pint glass with milk stout.
Okay.
And
No, it doesn't normally do that. With this one, you're supposed to turn it fully upside down. I don't know how I fucked it up, but
it's supposed
way
to,
more than it normally is.
Yeah, it's
and
supposed to
just
like
pissed
help
all
it
over
mix,
me.
right?
Yeah, I mean that's like the way it's supposed to be done. I don't know how I fucked that up, but here we are.
I don't know.
And my pants are covered in milk stout, so I got to do laundry after this episode.
All right, listeners at home, the rest of this podcast, Jamie's got wet pants.
Ew.
I mean, normally I do just because I piss my pants, but
Oh, yeah.
this is just beer. Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah, I have trouble. I have a little incontinence issue every now and then too.
How did
feel you.
we start talking about Fahrenheit 451?
I don't remember.
Oh, cyber
you said
dystopia.
dystopia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to the topic at hand. But yeah, so which is okay, and I say that, but basically, like, it just sounds a lot like most songs on After Hours, which kind of gave me a similar vibe. Like,
I got a man, but I want you. I got a man, but I want you. And it's just nerves. It's just.
you're driving in a very futuristic car through kind of a wasteland, and also like billionaires running the cities and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like
got
a Blade
that's why I said not a Fahrenheit 451 miniseries, maybe like Blade Runner or something, because I've never seen those either.
Interesting.
But that's the vibe I get. And I really like The Weeknd's verse on it.
Can't help it, I want you. Yeah, you right. Got my guy, but I can't help it, I want you.
Girl, I want you like you want me to. I feel that energy when you're on top of me. I know your man, he ain't controlling you, but you still hesitate, cause you choose loyalty. I know your history, met him before your peak. He's so connected to that woman that you used to be. But
I was gonna say that actually his verse he was supposed to be on a different song, and then he liked this song so much that she had 3 verses. They took off one of hers and had him. He wanted to hop on this track, and so it just makes sense because this sounds a lot like stuff on After Hours to me.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be on a different one, and that's where the extended one comes in. Like that verse was already there. That was just the one that they removed from the like the album cut and then added to the deluxe extended cut.
Okay.
But I really liked it. That's one of my favorites on the album. And like I said, I like the extended cut more, but before the deluxe dropped like a week or 2 after the original one, this was already one of my like top tracks on the album. Like I like it without the verse, but I like it more with the added verse.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know, just fucked with it. Man, that covered like my entire leg.
It's kind of disgusting, my guy. It's kind of disgusting, my guy.
How's it disgusting?
Jamie's venting.
It's just a little beer.
Yeah, beer is gross. Beer's gross.
You never spilled some liquid on yourselves?
Never.
Oh, never in my whole
Not
entire
once?
life. Nope.
Never
entirely? Damn.
No.
Guess I'm built stupid then.
That's I've trademarked that line. You now owe me $50.
Oh no, I don't have that.
I say that all the time. I'm built wrong. I'm built stupid.
You say that at work. You mess up.
I do say that to the
thing. You say, "Sorry, I'm built stupid, bro."
I say that to my supervisors who are like, to the supervisor I closely work with, who's like, I don't know, late 50s. Sorry, I'm built.
Right,
stupid.
they'll totally get it.
He'd be like, "Huh?"
They'll definitely understand what that means. But so transitioning to another of my top tracks on the album. I definitely like the second half more. I think overall, I like the first couple songs, and then the next ones are pretty good, and then it gets kind of a lull, and then I think it finishes really strongly. But Been Like This, I love the intro to this one.
Since you've been like this, baby, I don't really wanna be like this. Ever since you've been like this, baby, I don't really wanna be like this.
See, you've been changing, baby, in good ways.
Which allegedly is Bryson Tiller.
Okay. Like on the.
I don't know.
Did he make
the
beat?
They're like, when you've been like this, like the super pitch shifted, reverb saturated, like it could literally be anyone saying it. Okay, so allegedly it's Bryson Tiller, and allegedly, according to Genius, someone typed it's Bryson Triller, which I had to look it up to make sure no one was like parodying Bryson Tiller's name.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's true or not. It could literally be any male voice saying it. But it's really good. And then Doja comes in with the pre-chorus, and then it starts with the chorus and everything. But that initial, like just the initial start of it, I love that. And I like like she sings throughout the album in a variety of like styles. But I really like the end of the first verse, the way that she delivers the end of it. It's like singing, but I don't know how to describe it. I'll cut it in.
Give like this, way I really went in like this. Thank God I ain't been like this. Yeah, been like this.
And then the listener can hear it. I really like the style that she does that in. It would have been cool to hear that more on the album, but as far as I could tell, that was like the only spot she really did that technique. But I really liked it. I wish she would have done it more. But what are you gonna do? CS le vie, as they say in France. Yeah, CS le vie.
Carpe diem,
Carpe diem, baby. Carpe diem.
Jordan, you got something to say?
I was gonna see if you had anything.
Not about this song, no.
You seem
dejected.
Sorry, my mom
Okay.
tried to FaceTime me, and I was like seeing if she was okay. Turns out she was just.
It makes sense.
Turns out she was just checking on me. But she didn't prompt it with anything. So I was like, why is she just FaceTiming? Because I was seeing if there was something wrong.
Understandable.
Does
My
your
bad.
mom
She
usually-
FaceTimes you. She's in a horrific car crash.
No,
She's
see,
FaceTiming
I was like,
Your dad's not picking up.
oh my, yeah. I see. I hate to never respond if I'm like in front of my phone. Like if something like that happens, you know, it's just like my worst fear. Anyways,
right. You don't want that on
Sorry.
your conscience. Yeah.
sorry.
But yeah. So, man, I gotta look back at the track list because I skipped a few. Yeah. So Nick, I know you like JID/Jid because apparently he can't make up his own mind.
Heathen.
Bro,
Did you have anything?
I hope
about
he hears
options?
that. I hope he hears you making fun of his name.
He's in. What is he in again? He's in Revenge of the Dreamers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's on
Revenge of the Dreamers.
Dreamville?
Yeah, Dreamville.
Dreamville. Oh my god. Even Martin Luther King would have been on Dreamville, bro.
Wait, what?
If you're not a J. Cole fan, that's a very famous line in a J. Cole song. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not making that claim. J. Cole made that claim.
He said,
That-
all
that's
right.
a
Prophecy
reference?
made back in the Ville,
There you go.
for real.
But I did like options a lot. Yes.
hmm I enjoyed it. I didn't have any specific notes for it, but other than I was like, maybe Nick will have something to say about it. I know you're a JID guy.
Yeah. I mean, usually when JID raps, he's kind of fast paced and has not a raspy voice, but a bit of a higher pitch voice, kind of like Kendrick, and a flow almost kind of similar to Kendrick too. But
Interesting.
he almost on this song he sounded like more melodic than I'd ever heard him before when he says like,
Interesting.
"Let me know, laying in my bed like a vegetable."
Eat some when you come, baby, don't you wanna let me know? Laying in my bed like a vegetable. Lie when you said never let me go. Just like a pro, you professional. Stand on your head.
I was like, "Oh, that sounds like that's funny."
Yeah.
And
His visual was pretty good. I really should check out him.
yeah, I should
Just
pick
in
one of his
general,
albums.
I just haven't.
It's, DiCaprio 2. That's a good album. That's what got me into him.
Bro,
So,
you're coming up soon. You know, your next, not this coming week, your next week's album.
Mhm. We'll see.
But yeah, I did like his
Alright,
feature
next.
on that one.
It was okay. That song is kind of mid to me.
well,
Oh, okay.
apparently
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't
Heard
like
it here
rap.
first.
Ooh,
Whoa!
Hey.
He just went to
Hey.
a rap
Hey,
festival.
hey, I mosh pitted. Okay.
yeah. Did
You
you
moshed.
Did you see
Moshed is the term there.
mosh pitted?
Mosh
Did you
pitted.
see Rico?
moshed.
Were you at
I
the
did.
Rico stage?
I did see Rico.
Okay, how was it?
Gonna get Tia Tamara. I don't listen to a lot of Rico, honestly, but her set was insane, and she had the best outfit of anybody there, hands down. Maybe, like, she had, like, a red wig, and she was in, like, her, like, goth stuff, but it looked so good. It was, like, and the crowd was so hype also. Ugh, it was so good.
Yeah, I think I'd like to get into her stuff because, like, I don't know.
I forget that she's featured on Tia Tamara.
Yeah. Money going along like Tia.
Another hit Doja song.
Yeah.
BT dubs. Yeah.
I didn't know what you were talking about, so
For the
thank
listener.
you for saying that.
My twins big like Tia Tamara.
Okay, go off.
Okay.
Go off Doja.
I just know what's it called? Smack a bitch.
Yeah. They played that one too. They played that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of her music, but her set was really hype though.
And
Really
she has a song. She has like a hyper pop song. It's called iPhone. It's really strange.
I feel like I
but
listened
it's-
to it. I feel like I've listened to that. I can't recall any of it though, but
Yeah, it's I was really surprised when I heard it. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing in 2 weeks. We're doing the new Rico album.
dude,
Go
I would be
for it. I've
down.
literally never listened to. I don't even know what Rico Nasty looks like.
It's impressive.
I've listened to nothing.
Wait, you don't know what Rico Nasty looks like? Dude,
No.
she is so
Maybe if I-
attractive. Here,
Maybe I saw.
I'll send what she just the thing she wore in like the most recent the Rolling Loud. Oh my gosh, she looks so
Her style's
good. doing
crazy.
it.
Jordan, I don't know. I don't know if you can be trusted. According to the canon of this podcast, all we know is that you're into cat girls. I think
What?
that's,
I feel like that's never been
Lord,
mentioned ever.
No, that it
I
was
don't
definitely
know.
mentioned. We will get David, superfan David,
Oh my gosh,
to corroborate
Rico.
that, but he definitely-
Rico
that's, like,
is
the
just
one thing that's
goth.
been
Okay, Rico's just goth. All right.
Interesting.
Anyways.
But the song that I next had notes for is another. It's a fucking banger, but it's Ain't Shit, which I feel like is actually, apart from Kiss Me More, I feel like that this is probably the most played song from this album, at least based on public reception wise. Like this one, I know it's been blown up on TikTok. What? Am I 40?
Oh.
On TikTok. But it's a fucking banger. But I did feel called out because I don't have a job and I can't pay rent.
Oh.
So,
Yikes.
but great song. I really like the contrast of like the like just pure like venom and anger in the verses and even the choruses have it, and then like the super light, happy delivery of the chorus.
These dumbass niggas. Niggas ain't shit. Come up in your crib, all up in your fridge. Can't pay rent. Look at what you did. Listen to your friends when they say niggas ain't shit. 'Cause niggas ain't shit.
People ain't shit.
Come up in your crib,
People.
all up in your fridge.
People.
Can't pay rent. Yeah, so that song's right. This is definitely Vic's favorite song on the album.
Really?
Like she anytime she's on the aux or like takes my phone and adds to the queue, this song is going to be thrown in there since the album came out.
Yeah, she's singing every word.
Yeah, dude, that's what most of the TikToks are people in their car like me being in a happy, completely healthy, fulfilling relationship, but yelling every word to this song. I mean, it's a fucking banger, and I sympathize. I've known a lot of fellas, and they ain't shit. You know?
Men are trash. This podcast will say it first.
And if you say not all men, you're a fucking moron, and you're part of the people who are trash. But her entire second verse on this one, from like the start to finish, completely enraptured. Every time I'm like, yes, go off, holy shit.
Niggas ain't shit. Said that's not cheating if I wasn't with your ass, yo. You kept secrets and your cousin told me that. So logical thinking is just something that you lack. So what you even meant for? Looking like a stick up in your asshole. I'm not your mommy, nigga. Find a new hobby, nigga. Return your phone, get picked up. Your shit's in the lobby, nigga. I'm not gonna key your car. I'll call your fucking mom. You should have paid my rent. Go get a fucking job.
That's not cheating if I wasn't with your ass, yo. Bars? Question? Bars?
I think it's okay.
Then like this,
I think
the
it's pretty
second. Oh, really, dude? I love this one.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Because I'm alongside Vic shouting every word. You know, well, not every word, because you know you can see our skin tone. You know.
That was my joke earlier, but you didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I just
I don't think I got it.
we didn't have to. We weren't as on the nose yet.
Okay. Now we're edgy. This podcast is getting
the part
sharp.
where she does that like super breathy, like I don't know how else to describe it, but like I'm not gonna kill your car. That shit's hard. I'm not gonna eat your heart out, Carrie Underwood.
Oh.
Wait.
Before he cheats, a 2002 banger.
It's true.
I don't know if it's 2002, but
Probably close. Actually, no. It's got to be later.
It's got to be like 2005.
Yeah, because I would be
somewhere
like
between 2005 and 2007.
I would be like 4 or 5 then, and I have like profound memories of that song existing.
Dog, I might know every word to that song.
I probably do.
I think I know.
2005.
I think I know every
It
word
was
to that
2005. People also search for Jesus Take the Wheel, another hit.
Banger.
And Friends in Low Places, yet another hit. But Garth, why won't you let us listen to your music on Spotify?
Garth, come on.
I just want to sometimes chill, sit, and listen to the thunder rolls. But no,
Garth
I can't do that.
and Joanna Newsom. The last 2 people holding out.
2 holdouts. Come on.
I feel like people don't even remember when Taylor Swift wouldn't let her music on Spotify.
I see. I remember that. That was like, I think that was the first high profile like instance I remember early on.
She held out for a long time.
Right, because before then it was like the people who were holding out were people I didn't really care about. But that was like the first one where at that time in my life I was on the I was a Swiftie, you know.
Oh.
So I would have been. That would have been like, oh wow, I only listen to Pandora, but I can't believe Taylor Swift doesn't allow this. I'm looking. I wonder if can you listen to Chris Gaines on Spot?
I think you can.
What the fuck, Garth? Okay, never mind. Okay, I was a little worked up. It seems to be some podcast talking about the Chris Gaines Greatest Hits album.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank God he doesn't allow fucking Chris Gaines instead of Garth Brooks.
What does that mean? Chris Gaines' greatest hits? Didn't he only have one album as Chris Gaines?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
So,
listener, brief
yeah,
recap.
I don't.
Garth Brooks tried to rebrand himself as some sort of pop rock star named Chris Gaines.
Didn't he want to do it for a movie or some
Interesting.
shit?
I don't know. It was something that I'm not entirely clear on, but
Okay.
he did
But
that.
instead of Garth Brooks making a pop album, he made the moniker Chris Gaines. Didn't tell any of the public.
Oh.
But then they saw him and it was like, wait, is that Garth Brooks with a fucking goatee and like his hair done weird?
Yeah, and like bangs.
And it was.
Yeah. And then he basically like never mentioned it again to my knowledge and just went back to being Garth Brooks.
That's really funny.
Dead to the world. Bizarre. So weird. So weird.
That's really funny, actually.
I don't know.
But yeah, Ain't Shit was good. Imagine.
How'd you feel about Alone?
Imagine was kind of.
Were you going to say something about
Nah, I was
Imagine?
gonna say I
yeah,
did.
I thought Imagine
It
was... Imagine was eh. Imagine.
Alone was a little more like personal, I think. But
Oh, dude, I heavily fuck with Alone. Like, it's not something I would queue up
yeah,
necessarily.
yeah,
But okay, actually, now that I say that, that actually makes a lot more sense because my major note was this: like, I really fuck with. Okay, so I like the choruses a lot, but also I really fuck with the delivery of it because it feels like she's like telling a story. It feels like a narration
Yeah.
more than an effort song.
Crazy, I'm not scared. Yeah. Be alone. I wanna share my dreams when it involves you, not the man I need. Started feeling like I failed my team, missing gigs for you. Bet you never felt like me. Different levels to the game. That's
Which-
no Mona
it
Lisa,
gives me
but like,
very-
I guess.
It just I was gonna say it gives me very like Blame Game ish vibes. Not the Chris Rock skit, but the Kanye lines that precede the Chris Rock skit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How he's just kind of like telling it. It's like a poetry slam kinda. And so that's what I was saying, and I have the same. That's how I feel with Blame Game. Unless I'm playing it for the meme for the Chris Rock section on the aux. I don't ever queue up that song, but I do like I enjoy it on the album, and I feel the same about this. Like I like it, but I wouldn't. If I'm just sitting listening to whatever, I'm not gonna like queue it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of fucked with it, but it's not playlist. It fits on the album. I appreciate it. It's not playlist.
Yeah. It was okay. Also, how'd you guys like Kiss Me More?
You Kiss Me More, easy top track. Still.
Easy.
I mean, like
it's a banger.
It's a fucking banger. Dude.
It is.
I need to listen to more SZA. I don't think I've ever listened to a SZA album.
I have.
And like Control is supposed to be like incredible.
Control's really good.
I gotta listen. I gotta check it out. I really do. I might do that after this.
Go for it.
I wrote that down. I was like, I really like SZA. Like, I like her feature a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, why haven't I listened to more of her?
So many of the even the deep cuts on Control are still great.
Yeah.
Like
Check it
the the big songs like Broken Clocks, The Weeknd, Drew
What's-
Barrymore
Yes, I was about to say who's like Adam Sandler's wife? It's Drew Barrymore, right?
in the movies. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. I think I like Drew
and
Barrymore a lot.
there's a big one with Travis Scott.
Yeah, I think he played that one.
Sicko Mode.
No,
Yeah. I can't remember the name. Of
I
it
can't
right
remember
now.
either. Audrey was just talking about it.
But it's Love Galore. That's good. Doves in the Wind with Kendrick. Great. Kendrick
is
gets
she on TDE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's right.
Kendrick gets
Top Dog Entertainment.
very specific on that verse.
Kendrick gets specific on this week's episode of Top Dog Entertainment.
Is it specific like how he gets specific on Lust on Damn?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
gosh.
close. Yeah. The first.
Man,
I remember the
dude,
first
that
time I
song is a
read.
trip.
Yeah, that's honestly, that song is great. But
It's a good song, but just hearing Cole dissect it on Dissect.
I haven't listened to that.
I'm hearing this man say some shit I never. It's
I never
bizarre.
finished the Yeezus season, but I really wanted to hear his "I'm in It" episode.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's it contextualizes that song a lot more for me. Okay,
Interesting.
every other Dissect album, I've come away like, man, if I liked that album, I loved it afterwards. If I didn't like it, I liked it. Like, damn, that's how I felt. He completely like changed that album for me. I listen to Use This. I still think the album is mid. I think it's a really good story, and I appreciate the story now. I just don't like listening to it still, for the most part.
Tragic. I really only listen to like half to 2/3 of the songs on Yeezus, but
I Am a God.
But it is. I can
On
see it
Site.
being revolutionary.
Bound to.
Yeah. Like I still left that season, and I was like, okay, my favorites are still Bound to, Blood on the Leaves, and Hold My Liquor.
Yeah.
But now I know that I like New Slaves. That's a good song.
Yeah.
That's about the only change.
I prefer.
I mean,
Oh.
sorry.
Nothing. Nothing.
Discourse.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. My mic cut out at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. He prefers on site.
Yes, that's what I
Bound
meant to
to.
say.
That's what he was gonna
Yes,
say.
yes,
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Jamie doesn't like the laser noises. Ooh.
The Daft Punk made. Yes.
Yeah. That's why they're
Hate
good.
that song. Hate that song. So wrapping up my notes. So the main reason why I wanted us and the audience to listen to the deluxe edition was mainly to listen to the extended version of You Right. You Right. Because I really like it. But also I like the weird clock vibe that Up and Down has. And then the weird raking technique of the guitar strings in Tonight, I thought was
Yeah, I think I like that one too.
something you don't hear too often.
I know you're going home to your lady.
But that one's pretty good. And yeah, that's why I had us do the deluxe edition. I didn't have like a ton of notes for that, but I do feel like it has a few good additions over the regular album. Like if I were to buy one, I would buy the deluxe. So I was like, well, we'll listen to the deluxe. Unlike a future pick that I have in mind, where the deluxe edition it only adds one song, and it's one of my favorite songs on the album. That's for the future. That's a little tease for you. You got to listen.
I already know what album
to
it is.
every episode. Probably because that, if you know, that was incredibly specific. If you know the album, so
I already know it.
Yeah, but yeah, that sums up my notes for this week's album. Kind of my thoughts on the matter.
I'm gonna say.
Sorry, I went a little heavy-handed.
I'm gonna say the last thing I was gonna say is
Like it.
Gunna's feature is pretty decent. I think.
Okay.
I kind of like
Oh,
Gunna. I've been getting more into Gunna, but still only listen to a lot of his features and not any of his like I heard Wanna is supposed to be a good album, but I haven't really listened to any of it.
Bro, that is literally exactly how I am with Pusha.
Yeah, there's just some
I
artists.
love his
that's like,
features. I think I tried listening to Daytona like once, and I was like, this just isn't it.
Damn.
He writes incredible features. 4 minutes of him, I don't know. He kind of loses me.
Bro, If You Know, You Know, great song. The Games We Play,
Okay.
good song. They're on Daytona, and If You Know, You Know,
Gotcha.
I think is the first song, so you probably listen to that. But
Maybe it's been a while since. Maybe I'll try him again.
Yeah.
You know?
do
Let
you
me
guys?
listen to Runaway a few more times to get in the right mindset.
Of course. Do you guys know the story behind the cover art of Daytona?
Yeah, didn't Kanye pay like $50,000 to use that image? It's
I
Whitney
think-
Houston after like she OD'd in the bathroom.
did you say 70 or 80?
It's more than that. It was like I think it was like
It was an insane amount of
$85K,
money.
and he licensed that picture, and she's not in the picture, but it's a picture of her bathroom with like a bunch of
Yeah, it's
drugs
just the
on the
bathroom.
counter.
Yeah.
But it's like the picture looks terrible. It's like all it's just can't think of a better word than like dilapidated. It's just like
Yeah, it's terrible quality.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
It's just like and he paid $85,000 to use that for Pusha T's album art because he said it was like the perfect representation of the music.
Yeah.
And didn't her estate say like they knew that he licensed it, but we're still like disappointed in him? They're like,
Probably.
Still can't believe he fucking did that.
We'll take your 85
Versus-
grand, but why did you do this?
Versus the Black Bear album with the various pill bottles covering the
pill bikini
models. Yeah, the pill bikini. Tasteful,
Pill bikini.
not shitty quality.
Who was that again? Sorry.
It's Black Bear. The album is Digital Drug Lord, but the song that you would most likely know off of it is Do Re Mi.
No.
Banger. Of a
I've never
song,
listened to Black
by the
Bear
way.
or heard
It's
it.
pretty good.
Do Re Mi Fa So fucking. Hot Girl Bummer's also great.
Is that on
was a
that
big
album?
single he had. No, that's on his most recent album, I think.
Gosh.
I know like 3 songs by him. Zach. I heard that because of Zach. He's got. I think the song is IDFC, but it's I Don't Fucking Care. That's on one of his albums, and then Do Re Mi's on another one, and then
Yeah.
Hot Girl Bummer. Those are like the 3 songs.
His album
They're
with
all good.
his album with Mike Posner
Right.
is pretty good. Mansions.
Fucking Mike Posner. What a
Mike
guy.
Posner.
Oh,
Mike
is he
Posner on the
Mansions?
beat.
Is that? Oh,
Dude, he took
okay.
a pill
I like
in
a song on that
Ibiza,
one.
okay? You can't...
My man walked across the nation.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy. I remember when he did that.
Have I told that story on this podcast? The first song on that album that he made after he walked across the country, the first song is just him talking over this ambient beat, and he's like if you don't have 45 minutes to sit down and listen to this album in full, just turn it off.
And
I listened to that. That's the only thing I listened to, and I was like, okay, and I just turned it off.
Dude, I think I do remember you saying that. I don't know if you told it on here,
Yeah, I
though.
think you have to. Okay, so I didn't know. Okay, well, I know 4 songs then. I didn't realize that Mansions was him and Mike Posner.
Yeah,
but I can't remember what song it is. I'm
Wicked.
sure it's on my Spotify likes, but I don't.
it's probably Wicked.
Maybe.
That's the only one I know.
But I don't
Off the
really
top
like
of my head.
G-Eazy, so I can't imagine I would have liked that song.
Bro,
I don't love G-Eazy, but I like that song.
I was about to say, you don't have to love an artist to like some songs by them, Jamie, mister.
But he's like a guy that like I actively like tune out when he
Exactly. So that's you just not letting yourself enjoy a song if he ever does make a song that you do would like. But,
talks. You're right. I am robbing myself of that.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe it might be Nobody Knows. I can't remember. I don't have any of them like, but I should ask Zach because it would have been through him. But yeah, so like I said, that sums up my thoughts on this week's album. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we rate it?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm dojed
Okay.
out.
You doged out. Okay, so I guess I chose it. I'll go first, and then Jordan, you're picking. So it'll go me, Nick, and then Jordan. And Jordan, you'll let us know what we're going to be listening to next week. I am going to give this album an 8.8 out of 10.
Wow.
I really like it. It's a very good album. I like it quite a lot.
Impressive. Maybe a little too impressive, okay? I think I'm going to have to knock you down a peg, Jamie, all right? This is the revenge
Whoa.
score, okay?
Oh,
for last
this is
week.
the event store.
It's actually just an authentic score. I'm going to give it
Revenge of the Score.
I'm going to give it a 5.5 because...
Really?
Yeah, because I like the hits were very good. Kiss Me More, very good. I liked the hyper pop feel of Payday.
Mm-hmm.
The JID feature in options. Oh, Jamie's brandishing a wine cork and pointing it at his camera. He's threatening me.
Oh,
call the police when you listen to this podcast.
That has a,
No,
wait,
don't do that.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, the hits were good, and the deep cuts I didn't like a whole lot. But
Jordan, what about you?
I'm gonna give this album a. It's so hard because I do like it a little bit, but Doja's not it for me, you know.
Damn.
Like her popular stuff.
It's because she's a woman. Yes, we know.
No,
You're sexist.
Jordan
no.
said, I do like rap, but I don't like women.
I will give you more than enough recommendations on women in rap.
Break out.
You guys want to listen to some Young Ma next week? Do you want me to change it to a Young Ma album?
Wasn't Ma that movie with Octavia Spencer that was like she was like preying on kids or some shit?
I don't know, but Young Ma
I don't
is a
think
New
she's
York
aggressive.
drill rapper, so I can do that if you guys want, huh? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
What's your rating?
I'll give it a 4.5.
Damn.
Okay.
I thought
Dude,
it'd be
I
a
could
little
just
higher.
again, I just don't have.
I don't know, but I mean, like I said going into it, I figured that I would by multiple points be the highest rating.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Jamie? This is me last week.
I'm spurned because we're slightly below OK Go. Actually, Nick, we're very dissimilar because this is what I expected. I actually expected lower scores, TBH.
That is pretty funny.
But so that brings it to an average of 6.27, barely narrowed out by Of the Blue Color of the Sky. Let me see where that. So that puts it at 44th. Okay, so it's not tied. It's solidly at 44th. It is sandwiched between. Hang on, are these not tied? Yours must be like barely higher. Oh, it is. Okay, so at 6.275, which is between this one and Of the Blue Color of the Sky, is Emperor of Sand. That's at number 43, and then tied for 45th are Is This It and I Think You Think Too Much of Me. Damn, both of Zach's albums are right there, huh? Yeah, you know, I feel good about that. I actually thought it was going to be somewhere in like the 50s, so I'm actually impressed by that.
Nice.
Because I feel like that's a lot of people. Like, you know, the hits are good for Doja, but they don't like. You know,
Yeah.
they don't love her work, but I actually am one of the people who I do like the deep cuts. You know, yeah. So then, Jordan, what are we going to be gracing our ears with next week?
I will be not gracing your ears with Still Sleep ? By Sleepy Hollow. Came out in 2021.
The Return.
The Return.
Wait, no. I forgot. It was Chef G featuring.
Yes, this is the first Sleepy Hollow album we've done. Tiptoe! And Tiptoe's a bonus song on here, so I know you guys will get to talk about it.
You said it's Still Sleep ?
Yes.
I like the cover art.
Yeah, I do too. It's a really nice 3D picture.
It looks like a Funko Pop.
Fucking top off.
Looks like a what, Nick?
Like a Funko Pop.
Oh, yeah.
What an insult.
And Coi Leray just got on the remix of one of the most popular songs on here, so.
Gotta say that video on Twitter of her crowd was pretty funny.
It was. I think she's in that phase. I think she's in that phase where everybody's making fun of her right now, but then like later on she'll like actually be a decent artist, because there's been a lot of times I think she's going through her like Justin Bieber era where like everybody's just like people like her, but everybody's making fun of her for like
she's in her Doja Cat bitch I'm a cow phase.
Yes, she's in.
She's not yet at her say so juicy cyber sex.
No, there's some. I'm trying to think of other artists I know that like just got like Blueface even got clowned on at the beginning, but then like you just stick through, and then if she just sticks through it, I think she'll come out.
Isn't she? Is she from Winston? Or she?
No, that's Tia Corinne.
Oh, okay.
Nick.
Though all I know is Ichabod Crane with that motherfucking top off. All right, that's all I know.
Meme and shop it off.
Back to wearing knockoffs.
Chop it off.
I was trying to think of the line
Let's
after
talk
that.
over
And
my
then said the one
ties.
before that.
Waitress, top it off.
I know.
Hoes like vultures want to fly in your Freddy loafers.
They ain't never seen. You can't blame them. They ain't never seen Versace sofas.
Dude, I don't know why. I've been listening to Runaway.
Tiptoe.
at least daily for like the last week. I have
When
no
you
idea
when
why.
you mentioned it earlier, I was like, I'm gonna listen to that after the podcast. I haven't heard that song in a
It's
while.
such a good song. It's so
It's
good.
really good.
That whole album, bro. Like
That song is a testament.
sleep in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium all you want.
Yeah.
Kanye, I think you've peaked.
I think I want to watch.
in 2010.
I think I want to watch a recording of it on YouTube, like the thing. It's already been
At this
leaked
point,
on.
I
The,
gotta wait for the album.
the-
It's just gonna be like bad quality. I'm just not gonna like it. I gotta wait for the album to hear.
there's
I can't.
there's the Kanye tracker that I'm pretty sure probably all the songs had already been leaked off of there, anyways.
Oh yeah,
Come on, Mike, hurry up,
Mike, come on.
Wait, what are we
It's
waiting
gonna
for?
make no sense
Mike
to probably
Dean is-
the majority of people who listen to this episode.
His
Wait,
like
what are we-
mixer.
Mike Dean, his mixer.
sound
Apparently,
engineer.
he's not done mixing yet, or some shit.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why
that
it's
guy.
delayed or
That
some
guy's
shit.
so funny because apparently he did DJ for Travis Scott. It's like he
At
just like
Rolling
catches
Loud,
a
yeah.
flight and just like. Anyways,
Okay, so I guess we'll. This one's a bit of a long one, but I had a lot of notes.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.8. All right, which is what I expected.
true.
I expected to do most of the talking this episode.
Sure.
Yeah, so I guess we can round it out with recent listings. Really quickly though, because this is going to take a while to edit. True Care, an album by James Vincent McMorrow.
Interesting.
I knew the song Pink Salt Lake from it forever ago. It's like super. I don't want to sound pretentious, but it's very vibey. It's a very vibey song. Incredible song though. That still might be my favorite on the album. But then when we were driving to Asheville, Zach on either I think it was just in a playlist or a daily base, but the song National came on, and it's called that because he talks about a breakup where they used to listen to the National together. But that song's great, and so I checked out the whole album. Whole album's good.
I feel like. Sorry to interrupt. I feel like that's not the vibe of a healthy relationship to listen to the National together.
Well, they broke up. The whole thing is about a failed
It's true.
relationship, so
That's the
so
lesson.
it fits. Yeah, you listen to the National together. Apart, well, actually, maybe from even Coney Island included in that list. It's just a feature, but
Yeah.
But so that whole album's actually really good. I think I sent it in the recommendation on our Discord, and it's not for everyone, but who it's for, I think it's really for. Nick, you'd probably like it. Jordan, you would detest it. It absolutely would not be up your alley. Check it out if you want, but that's yeah. And then the band Krangbin.
Yes, sir.
I know that, Nick, I'm pretty sure you've talked about it because they made an album with Leon Bridges, and it's really good.
Hell yes.
The song Texas Sun, incredible. But I didn't listen to it when you recommended it. I listened to it at Rec McLaughlin, a fellow NC State alumni,
Rhett McLaughlin.
and also, I guess, of Rhett and Link fame. But at his recommendation on the most recent episode of him and Link's podcast, Ear Biscuits, he said, if you're going to have a party, now that COVID's kind of loosening up,
Yeah.
put on Krangbin in the background. Your guests will not be disappointed. I checked them out. Really good, actually. I finally checked them out. Not at Nick's constant recommendation, but purely at Rhett's recommendation.
I'm the tastemaker, all right? It's me.
You are. You recommended it first, but it didn't have that.
Sorry, I'm not famous.
Star power.
Yeah,
it didn't have
ooh.
star power. But also I've been getting back into Circles by Mac Miller because apparently I want to fucking cry. I guess.
Cry.
You're on Circles and Runaway this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out. Hey, listener, if you haven't, check out that old podcast episode we did. If you want to hear me get choked up live on air, the only time in the history of this podcast where I almost cried on air. But then also, I've just been getting back into a lot of RKS, which I feel like I go through phases.
Yeah.
Where I just get back into RKS a lot.
You're in it, dude. Subconsciously.
And that kind of sums up my recent weekly listenings.
Next, you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
You go. Pop off about your Rolling Loud I guess maybe don't, since we've been going pretty long.
I was about to say, I'll just say I went to Rolling last weekend, got to see a lot of artists that I enjoyed. I got to see a lot of songs that I had just listened to all the time. I got to see it live in concert. To name just a few, it was like, got to see Sleepy Hollow, which is actually the album we're doing. I got to see Fabio Foreign, Fetty Wap, Travis Scott, a couple like the lesser known ones like Josiah. I got to be really close for them too. I saw like Lotto. I saw Bia. Who else? I'm trying to think. Flo Milli. Flo Milli shit.
I do know that.
You said Flow Rida?
Flo Milli shit. And then
I want the okay. So we can't go through your whole debrief of it, but like, do you now have like the festival bug? Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, right. It's crazy.
Dude, okay, wait.
Like,
Sorry.
Yes.
One story. There's one story. It was that Roddy Ricch song. It's called Down Below, where he goes. You probably heard it. It's the one where it's like definition of we made it, and he goes, "I was in the project walls, couldn't even get along." It starts off where it's like their before picture. It's like I remember when I was in the, and then like slows down and it goes like project walls, couldn't even get alone, and it like transformed to like how they are now and like how they made it and stuff. And so it wasn't raining most of the day. Florida has very scattered showers, and so it started raining, and I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Like Roddy took like 40 minutes to come out, and now it's raining. And he did a couple songs, and then it started raining, and I was like, God, like that kind of sucks because it's just like in a crowd of people. And then he's like, oh, it's raining, so I'll come out here. I was like, well, whatever. And so then he starts playing Down Below. And like, I don't know why, but like the mixture of the rain and just like the crowd just chanting like every lyric. Like I liked a lot, like crowd chanted a lot of lyrics, but like that was one that was like, it felt like ethereal. It was like, like the whole crowd was just singing and the rain just like came out. The rain made it more hype somehow. I don't know how, but we were just like, like, you know what? We're wet. We don't care. You know, we're just like, vibe.
We've been new. We've been there.
Yeah, I think unless you're like uptight and like just really care about being in the rain, like you feel like you don't want to be in the rain at a concert until it happens, and then you're like, why is this better now? Holy shit!
I know. It was crazy. But other than that. Maybe I'll talk about some other stories in the future, but after they played No Suburban, which is like the hardest song I've ever listened to. Like it's so hard. I've been listening. I literally had to drive back to Raleigh today. I probably listened to that one song like 90% of the drive back, and the drive's like an hour. It's so bad. Been listening to Down by Low by Roddy Ricch. Listened to Pop Smoke's new album. Not still trying to get into which songs that I really like off it and which ones I don't. So I'm kind of still listening to most of it, but just a little bit. Whereas usually I get like the songs I like and then listen to them over and over again. Then like get the next batch of songs on there that I like. MIA by SSG Kobe, and after that just a lot of drill rap still. Like Fabio I started listening to again. Sleepy Hollow still some, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been listening to like a lot of podcasts, especially since I resubscribed to But Still's Patreon this week. So I've been catching up on some of those Patreon episodes, supporting the boys. Jordan wasn't a fan of that. Jordan just dropped the call.
My bad.
Jordan did not like that comment.
I totally misclicked by accident.
Sling by Clara, still great. Leon Bridges' new album, Gold Digger Sound, also good. Oh Boy Records, John Prine's label, is signing a new artist named Emily Scott Robinson. They announced that, and I went back and listened to some of her stuff, kind of country folk vibe. Also good. Colin Hay, who is the singer for Men at Work, the people who sing Land Down Under.
What?
Like the old 80s song?
Yeah, like the Australian band. Okay.
Yeah. Is Jamie talking right now, Jordan?
Yeah, he is.
Who can it be now?
Jamie, Nick can't hear you.
Oh, they both left.
I'd be like, there's something.
But I coincidentally saw him sing by himself at a theater last night on Instagram Live, and it was like really good. And I listened to some of his solo stuff today, and it was pretty good.
Interesting.
Okay, but like really good. Is it like Don Henley solo stuff compared to the Eagles good, or like is it?
Well, that's like not that good, right?
Yeah.
The only Don Henley song I know is "Boys of Summer," and the Eagles are fantastic.
Which is a banger, but the rest of Don Henley's solo stuff, at least me personally, yeah.
Yeah, and like the Colin Hay that I listened to today, it was pretty good. I mean,
interesting. I might check that out then. That's great. I would have never.
I can send you guys the video. I screen recorded it on Instagram Live of him singing live, but
dang,
it was very compelling. But
all right.
Caroline Polachek, she's like not really hyper pop, but also just like alt pop.
Okay.
She's pretty good. She has a good song. Her first hit song was called or not hit song, but like breakout song was So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings. It was good. And I've also been listening to some Turnpike Troubadours, and that's about it.
Interesting.
It's a wide range, like usual.
Yeah, quite the variety. Very eclectic.
Tastemaker.
Sorry this episode's running a little long, but we had a lot to talk about, so take that, listeners.
Yeah.
I meant to make a reminder all the way at the beginning, but I didn't. We have merch. Check it out.
Yay.
But other than that, we wanted to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we're going to be taking a look at Still Sleeping? By Sleepy Hollow. Be sure to listen to it as much as you want so that you can have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion, per se, with us. You can also feel free to physically join in the discussion by either leaving a comment about your thoughts on this week's episode on YouTube or Instagram, or you can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. And those accounts, as well as our personal handles, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. Make sure to give one or both of them a follow so that you can see any updates or announcements we make, as that's where we do the announcing. And if you enjoyed this episode and feel like we've earned it, if you wanted to throw a rating or review our way on your respective platform, also wouldn't hurt. And once again, remember, we do have merch now, so check it out if you want. But for now, other than that, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.